Like somebody broke into our house.
A Houston father says someone apparently hacked into his 2-year-old daughter's baby monitor. Boy, was the family shocked last weekend to hear someone shouting expletives through the monitor, even addressing their toddler by name. It was actually written in wood letters on the wall of her room, so that's how they found out the baby's name. Very, very creepy for parents. Brittany George Tier is a senior manager of IT services at Weaver and helps companies stay secure and really has some advice for those of us at home. I cannot imagine if I have a 3-month-old. I can't imagine if I walked into her room and heard voices coming from her baby monitor.
Very
that
creepy.
That would freak me out.
Yeah,
That's
it's really scary. Yeah, and those things happen all the time.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's so easy to take over any device that is connected to the internet. It's very easy it happens very easily, and in fact, it's happening a lot when people don't know that it's happening.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just because you're not hearing voices doesn't mean that somebody's not watching what's going on. Okay.
Exactly.
So a lot of us, I think, we're protected at work, but we don't really think about it when we go home.
Right. Exactly. And what homeowners need to remember is that IT is not just at work. It doesn't just stay at work. It's at home with you too. And so it's important to treat the devices that you have in your home like you're at work.
Okay. Okay. So what are some of the things we need to do? I mean, some of the Fortune 500 companies, maybe it doesn't hurt to take a few, key things from them, right? So one of the first things I'm assuming is whatever you decide to buy, maybe look into it a little bit before.
Right. And just like at a company, I mean, I'm used to auditing larger companies, obviously not homes, but those same principles apply. So know the products that you're buying. Don't just buy something.
What should you look for? I mean, especially when it comes to a baby monitor. Like, what should I be looking for when I'm looking for a baby monitor? As far as like as far as research goes. I mean, do you just look at reviews, I guess?
You can look at reviews. You can. I would definitely check consumer reviews.
Okay.
If the customer service is bad, you probably want to steer away. If a security incident does happen, you want to make sure that they're there to support you.
Yeah.
And so, what kind of security measures do they have in place? That's something that you want to make sure you know a lot about.
Yeah. Okay. And then updating the software, that's something I think a lot of us take it out of the box. We're busy and we're not even thinking about, I might need to update that. But that's something too that is probably pretty important.
Just like your computer, your iPhone, or any phone that has internet access, you want to make sure that upgrades are occurring frequently and they're occurring when the product is keying you to do that.
Right, because there's a reason that they've done the update,
Exactly.
and usually it has to do with something that maybe there was some sort of security breach or something, and they've now gone in and fixed that problem, so you want that update on your phone to make sure it doesn't happen to you.
Right, and you should be going to the company's website to see what those fixes are that they put in place, so you understand if one of the fixes was because of a security breach.
What about passwords? I'm not good at passwords. I have to admit I just can't seem to remember them all.
Yeah, and it's a pain point for a lot of people. So not just at homes, but in companies. The key to securing your devices is strong passwords, and not just strong passwords, but making sure that you're changing them often. And so that's something
that's a tough part.
I know. Well, here's a good tip. Instead of making it like a word or something, make it a sentence. So try and think of it in like a 12 to 14 sentence, just a short sentence, like, I love my dog, Bernie.
Right.
and then it's easier to remember that way.
There you go. And that seems to be the problem with this Houston family. They had a very, very easy password, and it seems that's probably how this hacker got in there. So
yeah.
Thank you so much for these tips. We do have a link to Weaver, the assurance and advisory firm that Brittany works for, on our website, myfoxdfw.com. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.